Area 51, Groom Lake, Watertown Strip, Paradise Ranch, and Dreamland are all some of the many names that people have called the secret government installation that lies at the end of this long, dusty road. Hello, and welcome to the Area 51 Visitor's Guide, your guide to discovering America's most secret military installation. Even approaching the front gates at night, it's hard to feel the full effect and magnitude of the secret government activity that seems to pulse from within its borders. Whether you're a UFO enthusiast, aircraft spotter, or just a curious patriot, it is likely the secrecy and mystery surrounding this place that generates so much interest. Let's take a quick look at the history of Area 51. During World War II, the Groom Lake area was used as a bombing and gunnery range for the U.S. Air Force. In the early 1950s, Lockheed's Clarence Kelly Johnson had begun work on a high-altitude spy plane, later called the U-2. They needed a place to test the new plane, and on August 1, 1955, Groom Lake's dry lake bed served as a premium location. In fact, Ben Rich, in his book about the Skunk Works team, wrote how it was Kelly Johnson who had jokingly nicknamed this godforsaken place Paradise Ranch, hoping to lure young and innocent flight crews. Later, this installation was used to test the SR-71 Blackbird, the HAV Blue, and the F-111. Not much has been declassified about these programs, and no one knows for sure what's going on inside the base today. Since its inception in 1955, the base has grown dramatically and continues to grow each year. Today, it's home to the world's largest runway and is capable of housing a large, unknown number of people. Observers have estimated that thousands of people are flown in from Las Vegas daily to keep the base operational. The defense contractor EG&G operates a private terminal in Las Vegas for this reason, and it has been reported using several different aircraft, including 6 different Boeing 737s marked with only a red slash and N numbers that are registered to the United States Air Force. If you are planning on listening to any of the air traffic around Groom Lake, listen for the base's codename of R4808 and the Janet call sign, which refers to any of the employee transports that EG&G send each day. While the acronym Janet could stand for many things, such as just another non-existent terminal, it more likely stands for Joint Air Network for Employee Transportation. Other employees arrive at the base via a mysterious white bus, which makes stops in Ash Springs, Crystal Springs, and Alamo, where it is parked at the courthouse every night. If you want to catch the bus going through Area 51's gates, be sure to arrive before 8 a.m. The morning we caught the white bus, it arrived around 8:30. But if you really want to get a good view, you have to climb the hill to the immediate left of what's called the front gates of Area 51. From this vantage point, you can view the bus passing through its first security checkpoint, about a mile past the first warning signs. This checkpoint, simply called the Guard Shack, also serves as a base of operations for the perimeter guards who are hired through a security company called EG&G. These guards, affectionately called Camel Dudes because of the attire that they sport, can also most recently be seen sitting in their silver Chevy pickups just to the right of the warning signs at the front gates of Area 51. In the past, they used to drive white Jeep Cherokees, but have now retired those vehicles. Though on a recent trip to the base, we saw a simple white Chevy following us, though it was too far away to get a good look. When planning a trip to Area 51, there are several places that you might consider staying. One option is visiting the Little Alien Inn, but if you want to see some action, camping is definitely the way to go. Many people choose what's known as the Black Mailbox for an excellent sky-watching location. The box, once thought to be the mailbox for the base, actually belongs to an area rancher. In recent years, it has been painted white, but is still referred to as the Black Mailbox for reasons of nostalgia. To get to this location, follow Highway 375 to an area between mile markers 29 and 30. There should be a good level spot to the right of the box that would be a perfect place to set up a tent.
Another great place, titled Power Lines Overlooked by the Dreamland Resort website, actually overlooks Kickapoo Valley. To get to this camping location, you need to find a place called Horny's Rest Stop, which is on Highway 375 between mile markers 38 and 39. Take the obvious dirt road called the Hopkins Rest Area on Google Earth, though it's not marked at the turn, and always keep left at each fork in the road. After your turn, follow the power lines to the top of the ridge until you reach a nice flat viewing area. While you'll need a decent four-wheel drive vehicle to make the climb, the view of the skies above Area 51 will be worth your journey.
During one of our visits, we camped only 1.7 miles from the front gates of Area 51 at a place called Campfire Hill. To get there, follow Groom Lake Road until you reach a fork about 12 miles in. Take the dirt road to the right, which amounts to a large cul-de-sac, and Campfire Hill will be between Groom Lake Road and the end of the turnaround. Again, you might need a four-wheel drive vehicle, but it's an easy place to watch the skies, and you are guaranteed to get a visit from Area 51 Security Patrol. Don't worry, you're still in public land, so all they did to us was shine a spotlight, and then run back into the base where they came from. It seems a lot of people on the internet seem quite afraid of the camo dudes, and while this might be for a good reason, as they are authorized to use deadly force, you should know that their standing orders are to avoid all contact with tourists. That is, they're not going to seek you out, and they probably won't kill you. Their main purpose is to observe you and to scare you from entering the base. We actually tested this by walking within 15 feet of one of their vehicles. They simply backed it up to avoid any contact. While you're not in danger of being hunted by Area 51 security, you should be cautious. Although the base does have borders, it does not have a visible fence. Instead, they mark the border with orange posts, which usually appear about every 50 to 150 yards. However, there are a lot of these poles that have fallen over, so be careful to always keep your eyes in at least 2 poles, so that you do not accidentally cross the border. If you do go over the border, you'll get to see the camo dudes exit their vehicles and put a gun to your head while you wait for the Lincoln County Sheriff's Department to come pick you up and give you at least a $650 fine, if not jail time. So please, be careful when hiking around the border and never ever hike at night. We hope you have enjoyed this video guide on how to best visit America's most secret military installation. When you visit Groom Lake, don't be afraid to look around and make sure that you keep your eyes open at night. While the United States Air Force has never officially acknowledged the existence of Area 51, it is important that we show the government that U.S. citizens know it is there.
For even more in-depth information, interactive maps, photos, video, detailed directions, and how-to guides, look at our website at visitarea51.com.